Structures that pass through mesenteries. In this video, we will identify the structures that pass through the mesenteries. Specifically, we will identify the ducts that carry bile from the liver and gallbladder into the duodenum, identify and differentiate between the arterial vessels and the hepatic portal vessels that supply the liver, identify the arterial branches off the celiac trunk, and identify the superior and inferior mesenteric arteries. Let's start with the structures passing through the lesser omentum. In this dissection, the lesser omentum has been carefully teased apart to isolate the structures that pass through it between the liver and the duodenum. 3 ducts that carry bile can be identified. The common hepatic duct drains bile from the liver and the cystic duct carries bile from the gallbladder. These 2 ducts merge to form the bile duct, which empties into the duodenum. The 3 ducts within the lesser omentum that carry bile are the common hepatic duct, the cystic duct, and the bile duct. These same structures are found in humans: the common hepatic duct from the liver, the cystic duct from the gallbladder, and the bile duct emptying into the duodenum. The vessels that supply blood to the liver also travel through the lesser omentum. The hepatic artery proper, a branch off the celiac trunk, carries oxygenated blood to the liver. The hepatic portal vein carries venous blood drained from the gastrointestinal tract to the liver for processing by the liver. The 2 vessels that carry blood to the liver are the hepatic artery proper and the hepatic portal vein. These 2 vessels in humans are illustrated here: the hepatic artery proper and the hepatic portal vein. Turning to the dorsal mesenteries, passing through the greater omentum at its attachment to the dorsal body wall is the celiac trunk. The celiac trunk is the first vessel to branch from the abdominal aorta. It branches into 3 vessels: the common hepatic artery that supplies the liver, stomach, duodenum, and pancreas, the left gastric artery that supplies the stomach, and the splenic artery that supplies the spleen. The 3 branches off the celiac trunk are the common hepatic artery, left gastric artery, and the splenic artery. Just caudal to the celiac trunk, passing through the mesentery, is the superior mesenteric artery. The superior mesenteric artery branches extensively to supply the small intestine and the proximal 2/3 of the colon. The inferior mesenteric artery travels through the mesocolon to supply the distal 1/3 of the colon and the rectum. The vessels that travel through the dorsal mesenteries to supply the gastrointestinal tract are the celiac trunk through the greater omentum, the superior mesenteric artery through the mesentery, and the inferior mesenteric artery through the mesocolon. These vessels have the same appearance and distribution in humans. Here's the celiac trunk and its branches, common hepatic artery, left gastric artery, and splenic artery. Here's the superior mesenteric artery and the inferior mesenteric artery. To review, the structures that pass through the lesser omentum are the ducts that carry bile to the duodenum: cystic duct, common hepatic duct, and bile duct, and the blood vessels that supply the liver: the hepatic artery proper and the hepatic portal vein. And to review, the vessels that supply the gastrointestinal tract travel through the dorsal mesenteries. These are the celiac trunk and its branches to the liver, stomach, and spleen, the superior mesenteric artery and its branches to the small intestine and proximal portions of the colon, and the inferior mesenteric artery and its branches to the distal colon and rectum.